I used to fear change. Used to fear the fact of not being the same. Making decisions that would put me in uncomfortable positions for higher beginnings, but not wanting to go through the pain. The fear of being judged by your skin. The fear of losing myself in the process and not knowing how to love within. The fear of becoming a product of my environment. Not leaving that corner soon enough before they started firing. The fear of losing loved ones due to lack of communication. Or to show unconditional love to those you knew was hating. Question. You ever been down to your last with some chips in the bag? Put all them people first you know wouldn't give you they last? Quick to go to the club with me, but won't show up at court. In a world that's so big, sometimes I fear being lost. Being blessed with eyes to see, but yet mentally blind. The fear of being able to purchase every clock in the store and still running out of time. The fear of not making it, whether in your career or in life. The fear of putting your all into something and getting the same results twice. Getting pulled over by red and blue lights. Holding your chest because your lungs getting tight. The fear of not making it back home ever again. Or at least tonight.
Okay, so we will take out this tube as soon as the nurse gets us all the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll take it out sometime today, and then what we do is we do a chest X-ray after the tube comes out. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So sometimes what happens is when taking the tube out, you can have air escape into the.
I remember you telling me that, right?
Yeah, because you got multiple holes in the tube, so that's why I tell him, still healing,
Right.
So you keep it for 48 hours so that no air goes in.
And it's naturally gonna heal, like no staples, no stitches.
No stitches, no stitches. It will heal that. And then tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow, everything is good, and then you go home.
What it do, what it is, what's happening? It's your boy Pressure, aka Mr. PressureOnline.com. It's official, man. I just got the news. This spring we shutting it down. College tour, me and a few others. Tell a friend, tell a bro. Coming through your city, man. Lincoln University, PA. That's our first stop for the straight up tour. Yeah, we on our way.
In March 2017, Pressure Online's lung collapsed the week before he was scheduled to do a startup college tour, which soon led to him being taken off the roster.
Hey yo, DJ Walla, the next big thing. You know what it is, it's DJ Khaled. You know how we do it, Hot 97, let's go.
Yo, the next big thing, the heavy hitter DJ Walla, who got next? The series continues. I got Pressure Online here.
Yeah, what's up, man?
So a couple of quick questions, you know what I mean? We're gonna run through it. My first question to you is, what made you want to rap?
Honestly, my uncle, RP my Uncle Pistol, man, we used to take rides down Maryland, back in my younger days, and he used to always play like mixtapes, and he had this G-Unit mixtape once upon a time, and Lloyd Banks was on there. And no lie, man, Banks was, to me, like a rap god. Now you gotta understand, at this time, I'm about 10, 11 years old, and hearing Lloyd Banks, man, and, the punchlines and the way that he was throwing words together. You had Fabulous, he had a couple people at the time that was definitely big on bars at the time, and that just made me want to get into it.
Growing up in an urban community where violence is displayed frequently, the only way to maintain is to have a strong mind within.
Package chick, then I smash quick. You can have her back, cause she ain't mine. Ain't blood, ain't crip. Where I'm from, niggas throwing hella gang signs. Brown on the baseline. MJ with the hang time.
Voice is waving. PressureOnline.com. Woo!
Last year, street slept on me, now I'm waking them up. If I gotta worry about what I spend, well, then I ain't making enough. Back then, hoes ain't really want to fuck with a nigga taking the bus. Grandmama used to call me baby, now they want my baby, saying spray on my guts. That's the playback right there? Is it crazy, right, mama?
Wait.
Alright, let's do a 60 like that real quick. Yeah. I got it like what you there? Step up in the party, bad bitties on me, feel like a caviar. A lot of times when I'm making a song, I try not to overthink and bust my brain about certain things, so I go in the booth and just start freestyling. From the outside looking in, I'm just mumbling or saying spurts of words and melodies. But for me, it's a blueprint to lay out my first initial thoughts, and then I go back and substitute words for them.
Bring it from the top real quick. Spent 5K on a gold plate, all white with no Colgate. Squad drip down in that dope shape. Henny down a rock like Coldplay. Shorty in the back, oh man. Shorty on the neck with the soulmate. Working around a bitch like a soulmate. You know when it's in with the low tank. Alright, you bring it back? I'm feeling worse from that real quick. Yeah, spent 5K on a gold plate, all white whip, no Colgate. Squad drip down in that dope J drip. Henny down a rock like Coldplay. Team getting cream, hold it. Shorty throw it back, rotate. Fuck around a bitch like a soulmate. A friend wanted to, rotate.
One thing for sure is, in this studio life, you gotta be willing to put in countless hours. Sometimes just to get that one perfect take.
Okay. I think the verse. Oh, you deleted the other verse?
No, it's right here.
The verse before that one?
Yeah.
Like the one I did in pieces?
Yeah,
I like the way some of that sound better.
I got you.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Spent 5K on a gold plate.
It's alright, start over. 5, 6, 7.
Hey, drink.
Yes.
Put it on the coaster.
I've heard a lot of people say they think of me as like this extra serious guy. But the truth is, you get to know me, all I do is play.
So, right here, right? First off, I'm gonna show you the master bedroom, man. Gotta show you where I lay my head at, man. It's one of my favorite places simply because you know it go down here, right? Feel me? Ah, shit. Don't worry about it. Nah, fuck that. I hurt my hand. This nigga be fucked up. Yo, I hurt my hand. Hey, show me the
What the fuck is your problem?
Who the fuck in this room?
Ain't nobody in here. Get out, asshole. He just kicked in the fucking
Did you see her body, though?
What the fuck is, and you got, really, Eddie? Come on, guys. Come on, y'all fix some food.
You wanna cut it up?
Cool about it. Then my mom bought it, and I was like,
Hey,
the
so you
Ninja
got 2
air
years
fryer,
back.
love it. And it make the best steak.
Which one
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
Oh, my bad. I can't record video while it's playing. My bad. I messed the take up, man.
Yeah, but it ain't a stick. It's automatic. Walk.
Y'all gotta let me know when to go.
All right, we going. Hey, look, E, keep your distance a little bit because I want to be able to move a little bit. Back up. Yeah. Spent 5K on a gold plate, all white whip, no Colgate. Squad drip down in that dope J. Henny down a rock like Coldplay. Team getting cream, hold it. Shorty throw it back, rotate. Fuck a random bitch like a soulmate. Her friend wanted to, rotate. I think that she wanna fuck with the best. So I hit them both back with the buck. Pull up to the
Yo, listen to the DJ Self. PressureOnline. You know when that pressure. You know how we do. We get it quitted, baby. DJ Self. Whoa.
We still got the ball, nigga. Right now, backstage with the squad, man. Performing tonight at BB King's, coming here to do some of my joints, open up for the Sugar Hill gang, man. You know we gotta do it from the old school to the new school. We paying respect, man. That's how we doing it.
We need y'all to put your hands together. From Jersey City, PressureOnline.
They like, damn, a nigga that came up. Shorty wanna come. She know I got that ball.
If you know you beautiful ladies, I need y'all to make some noise.
Now y'all did a good job tonight. That's hip hop. Please believe it.
Back at this time, I was going through so much. I felt like life was against me. And the only question that kept popping in my head was, Why me?
Pressure of life.
Me and my mom's going through it. My dad back on that glass, sipping the fluids. My girl says she needs space, she think I'm stupid. Trying to find patience before I lose it. All I got is this music.
How's it going? This is your boy LP with Lorenzo P Photography, and I just want to give a big shout out to my boy Pressure, PressureOnline.com. That's my boy, he's dope as hell. I just want to settle the score, right? I just wanted to let him know on camera that I did not know, that he did not know that we were filming this song at the studio.
When you move a lot, the camera is going in and out of focus, so I just want to let you know that, car.
So you want me to sit down on this one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Was down before, but now I'm down on my lowest. Paint the picture, I'm good, so they don't notice. Getting crossed by people that was the closest. Devil on my shoulder, distracted, I can't focus.
Yeah, this nigga did the Jay-Z on the Fade to Black cover. Don't pull your head down. Don't do that.
I tell you, bro, I felt that shit, anxiety. That shit was real. That shit was real. Fucking Hang Time goes hard. Oh shit. I'm listening to it right now. That shit bumps.
Just that particular song in general, like it was hitting different than most of the other ones, you know what I mean? Just so tell us where you at and how you come up with the concept of that, like when you was in the studio with it, like how did you feel about it?
One thing that really happened, like for me as a creative, when I do records, the beat itself has to speak to me. And when I heard the beat, it just sound like vent. That's what the beat was telling me. And you know, it was just perfect timing for what I was going through. Household issues, even outside of that, you know, relationships with friends, business stuff. And you get to a breaking point, because like you said, a lot of people look at me as if I was a cameraman, but it's like, nah, that was my 9 to 5 of how I got by. Right. But what happens is, that was coming in faster than me actually putting out music, so it overshadowed the primary goal. Right. So the anxiety was just like, I was just bugged out.
So I respect it, like when you take one of your talents to get you to the next level.
Right.
You know, so, you know, being, you know, the video stuff got you your name in front of 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Got you at places like Rolling Loud. It also got you around your favorite rapper, which I believe is Lloyd Banks. Am I right?
Correct. Yep.
Boom. You see, I know my shit. Pressure. So how did that happen? The link up with Lloyd Banks.
Actually, I had a mutual friend. Shout out to Kareem for my birthday. This was in July of this year.
Oh, recent.
Yeah, recent.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Had brought me around him. It was for my birthday. He had a show and had backstage access. Again, it's just relationships. And he just looked me out on that favor, and then met Banks, and he gave me a birthday shout out. It's on my page too, man. That was also big for me.
PressureOnline, happy motherfucking birthday, you know what I'm saying, and many more. God bless you, heard? Appreciate you, God. Amen.
Life is unpredictable. You never know where you end up. Just gotta keep pushing.
It's crazy. Tell people to take care of themselves, man. She will be up in this motherfucker. You can have perfect health and all that, man. Anything can get up in you, man. It'll get you.
Sway Calloway, Sway in the morning, man. Let me give you a life lesson, man. You gotta be able to handle it under pressure. Pressure could break pipes or make diamonds, man. Be that diamond, PressureOnline.com. Act like you know.
So in my mind, I'll be asking myself, like, how did this guy do the music and actually do the videos at the same time, right? And still be competitive in both. Like, your music is just as good as your videos. Like, niggas see your videos and we be like, yo, this nigga, who is this?
Yeah,
I had to hold on my phone. I had to show identity. Like, hold up, my yo, bro. Is this shit fire? Or it's just me? Am I tripping? Oh, this shit fire. He seen the shit. He like, who this?
Nah, he shot some shit like
pressure.
One thing about a blessing, you'll never know what it is, when it's coming or where it's coming from. But when it's there, you'll know.
And I was like, yo, man, I got this beat, got an idea, I'm gonna run with it. And I did the record, and as soon as I did it, I did the first verse and the hook. And I mean, I just went in there, I'm just freestyling, I just put it together. I actually made 2 records at the same time. I have recorded Big Tipper and Ote in the same day.
Around that time, I was going through my own situations. I just had came home, and you know, people was calling me, telling me like, don't worry about it and shit, you know.
The funny part about Big Tipper is, De Uno actually gave me a whole different verse to Big Tipper originally. It was he did a whole different melody and everything. And I'm on the phone and I'm like, yo, I'm pretty much ready to like put out this single and like give it a chance. Like I want to use this verse, but I like these ad-libs. And he's like, yo, I trust you. Like just go.
And I heard it a whole different totally verse. I'm like, oh shit. Feel me? But the shit was, he did his thing on that shit. He put it together, so.
Man, I just put out this single over the summer called Big Tipper. And it's been catching some steam, man. Finally hit the airwaves, you know, Hot 97.
Who's playing it?
Drewski.
Shout out to
yeah,
Drewski.
Shout out to Drewski.
Drewski do all the right things.
Yeah. I was talking to him one day, and he was just like, yo, send it to me. So I sent them the dirty version. They had his name in the hook, though. I had made an altered version for him. And he just texted me back like, yo, you got a clean version? And I was like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. He's like, yeah, give me a clean version. Yeah, I sent him the clean version. No lie, I said he told me about like, it was like 2 or 3 days. And he said, yo, I got you on the weekend on my next, you know what I mean, next time I go up to the station. I was so scared I didn't even tell nobody because I was like, yo, if I tell everybody.
Yeah, you don't want to hype it up and then.
They be like, he out here capping. Yeah, exactly. I'm just listening to radio. I don't know. I never been in radio before. It was something that was a dope experience though.
Where were you when you first heard it? Were you in a car? Were you at the crib? Like, take us to your world. Where was Pressure Online?
Yeah, he got it.
Shit just started playing and shit. I'm like, oh shit.
He got right to it. Shout out to Drewski.
That shit was crazy. Like when you hear that shit on the radio, when you hear Pete, like, yeah, me and Uno, we the Splash Bros. That shit was crazy. Niggas was going crazy in the store. Everybody was going crazy. So that shit was like a good feeling, you know.
Shout to Pressure Online. It's called Big Tipper. Heavy hitter Shade 4-5 every Monday night.
Glass in the road, shit, but they bad, fucking both. Get your hun, girl, about to change up the forecast. Money showers, got your wifey asking for.
Lord May said he heard this shit on Shade 45. You did? Wow. Now the DJ Walla. Yeah, they rocking this on Shade 45 and Hot 97. So you know Tommy Grind had to fuck with it.
You know, I've been rapping for, 10 plus years before that. So for it to take even a decade just to get on mainstream airwaves, it was overwhelming. Honestly, I didn't even know how to feel because it was like, wow, like it took this long and it happened. It finally happened. It was weird. I think it didn't really hit me until probably the 3rd or 4th week when I heard it on Hot 97. I was like, damn, it's in rotation. Yeah, it was in rotation for 14 weeks.
14 weeks. You don't think that's like, you gotta pat yourself on the back if your song was in rotation for 14 weeks. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just weird for me, because I'm just such a hard worker that I don't get caught up in certain achievements like I would have in my younger days, but it took a lot of hard work, just breaking day in the studio, trying different styles of music and all of that, and just finally found that one.
Looking at me like a lick, I got this bag stack. Money in my app, so what's your hashtag?
He very versatile. He know how to make a record. He know how to, put shit together. Like, Press put in that work though, for real.
Shout out to the photographer. Nobody shouts you out.
Exactly.
You that nigga.
Shout out to Pressure Online. I gotta get him to shoot as much as possible now because he's about to blow up when he becomes a superstar artist. He's not gonna want to shoot. He's gonna have people shooting him.
When I heard that nigga was on the radio, like, that shit was amazing. Like I ain't never expect a nigga that I could grow up with, a nigga that could watch me grow up. My right hand man's, like my left hand man's, whatever you want to call it, like my 100 grand man. I ain't never expect a nigga like that to be on the radio. Like, that's definitely a big achievement.
Rap, a lot of people can do that shit well, but the grind is what kills them.
the grind. See you out there working. What's your relationship with Drewski, Walla from Hot 97? I see you out there rubbing elbows with some big wigs. What's your relationship with these guys? And that's part of what separates you.
Yeah, thank you, man. My relationship with Drewski, specifically, Drewski seen me come through an open mic showcase. I like to say like 2011, 2012, and just rocking the mic. And next thing you know, me and him like eventually exchanged numbers. He just like, I don't know, I guess he just saw something in me, and over time we just really like just kicked it. It wasn't even always about business. Sometimes it was really like just checking in and building a relationship. That's the important thing. And I was just like, I'm still at it, but I had took a break from music, and that's how I eventually got into the camera work and stuff.
So you had all these events, music's on the radio. On top of that, there's a billboard in Times Square.
Okay, we're here live in Times Square with PressureOnline.com, just hours away from his birthday. His album cover is premiering right here behind us. Got anything to say?
Blessed.
Blessed and highly favored.
Definitely blessed, that's it.
You don't want to thank anybody?
Yeah, actually I want to thank everybody that actually listened to my album, that copied it, downloaded, streamed it, whatever you did. And shout out to my man Kareem, man, he helped get me up on the billboard in Times Square. We on 42nd Street with it, baby. We right there. There we go, mama. What's going on right now, mama? I love you too, mama. We in Times Square with it, baby. This ain't Photoshop, baby. We really here. Shout out to everybody that came out. Birthday gift.
What does giving back to the community mean to you? And name a few ways that you're giving back now.
When you're blessed, like yourself and myself, to have a voice or to have power to speak to people or influence people, sometimes the things that you say to a person or the things that you do for a person can be life-changing. And if it's able to motivate them to become better and get their own or to succeed past you, you know what I mean? The best thing you could do in life is inspire. So giving back is definitely something important. As far as anything I've ever done for the community, I've done numerous of things, but one thing to specifically highlight is the back to school giveaways. I feel like that always helps parents as far as get a jump start for their kids. Even if it's a couple notebooks, some sharpeners, some staples, pencils, the most minor things like that is important.
Young Desert.
Coming, man. It's only like 30, 40 minutes in, man. They breezing through it, man. That's how much kids came out, though. They showing love, though, man. Shout out to Evan, shout out to Latasha, man, for putting this whole thing together. I appreciate y'all.
Before rapping, I actually wanted to act. Like, that was one of the first. Like, I used to call the numbers off Disney and all. I used to try to figure it out when I was young. And then to actually see yourself up there and it's a real, authentic image of you, that blew my mind, too. Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah.
Listen, you had some great experiences.
You probably think I'm lying, too. But if you look on my IG, that was the week of my birthday.
Wow.
I swear to everything.
Well, when's your birthday?
July 29th.
Oh, yeah. Your brother's the 28th. You the 29th. How many months we got left to July? Because I don't know if we could wait to July. We need another big moment.
Yeah.
We need another big moment, Pressure. So
it's going to be the new year. I'm hoping so.
The discomfort was real. That chest tube started to hurt, burn. Shit, I couldn't even sleep. But I must admit, nothing matches the pain of not being able to be with my family.
I hate this shit.
When you winded, you know, it's hard to record, man. You know, just going through a situation that pretty much was uncontrollable, but, you know, I'm here now, and, you know, it's just a blessing to be able to tell my story.
Nice. Now,
I need
Should I ever tell you this one?
Okay, all right
now. Don't do it! I don't sound like that!
Wait.
You need that
this
much.
is pressure in action. Black him out. Look.
You know, interesting story, man. One day, right, I think I was at like a birthday event or something like that, and I had seen this girl from a distance. Don't know who she was, and you know, I found myself becoming interested in trying to figure out who she was, but I still was playing it cautious because I had a girl at the time. So I'm just like, nah, I ain't even gonna speak. You know what I mean? But when you lock eyes with somebody, you like, oh, for me, it's like, oh, that's a go. Long story short, I had hopped in the car and I had left. And I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, man, I wish I had gave him my Instagram or something. You know, I think everyone go through that where you see somebody, didn't get the chance to say nothing to him, or you probably felt like, nah, I don't want to take that chance, but you wish that you did. That's what that was about.
Well, you know I got a girl, and I know you got a man. That's something to stove. We going for a drink. Tell me what you think.
Man, we knew each other for 10 years, man. 11 years.
Exactly.
Shout out to PressureOnline.com. Holla at your boy. He just do it all, man. He's my little homie, man.
Maybe we can be friends,
Biggie, man, baby, we out here. What's up, Chuck? Yes, sir, baby.
All right, so back to fear. Finding excuses and reasons. Break that down for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the acronym. It came from me feeling like everything I did was either, you know, good or bad, obviously. But I always made an excuse or gave a great reason why I was doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Such as, you know, I'm filming, I'm editing a lot of people's videos, so that's why I ain't been recording lately. Or, yeah, like I should be where I need to be in life, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, you know, I got this photo shoot coming up, or I got this and that, or, you know, I was just finding ways to pretty much avoid why I wasn't winning, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So finding excuses and reasons, even relationships, you know, from, you know, cheating, from getting caught up in stuff that you shouldn't be in, even with your boys hanging out, riding around, like, yo, you know he's not good for you. He be riding around a certain way. He's dirty.
Yeah.
And he's like, you still let this person in your car.
You know better. You should.
Yeah, it's like, yo, and then you get caught out there. It's like, ah, man. But it's like, yo, we all find excuses and reasons in life to do what we do.
I might just go put me a room. Ain't gotta tell a shorty know just what I like.
That's that new pressure right there. Hey, that's my first time hearing myself on the radio in the car, man. Oh, man.
Shorty got hips. I'm in the mood for a dancer.
Yeah.
Get that angry right.
There we go.
Shout out PressureOnline, man. My brother, man, you already know, man. Official God, man, you already know, man. Shout out to being an artist, you feel what I'm saying? God bless, man. Sky the limit. You feel what I'm saying? He a dope artist, too. He a dope person, you know what I'm saying? Dope entertainer. You feel what I'm saying? Because he do it all, man. Game.
What's going on right now? Where we at, man? Body bullshit, baby. Jack Thriller, huh? Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Yes, sir. Peace.
Man, it went down in a major way. You should have been here. Yo, every Monday, it goes down, man, with my homie right here. You better tell a friend to tell a friend. Or else you just got your channel wrong. You hear what? You hear me?
I never really fell short to, you know, what the environment provided for me. Like, you know, I had the same story like everyone else as far as single parent, you know, father in and out of jail and all that. But, you know, like I said, always go back to choices. You know, if you find something you want to do, it's up to you whether or not if you want to be positive and continue your life and put it in a good direction.
You know what's good and bad.
Yeah, because, you know, when you're a young black man, you're already, you're labeled.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, when you're coming from the environment that I come from. But, you know, like I said, man, it's always up to you.
Pressure, one thing I respect about him, he his own man. Like he don't follow nobody. He make his own rules. Like he do his own thing. Like he never gets in trouble. Like I done been through some shit. I done been in jail. Like I wouldn't want to see nobody in jail. I especially wouldn't want to see P in jail. Like he wouldn't even deserve that shit. Like he don't even move no type of way to put himself in that type of predicament to involve himself in some bullshit. That's definitely a real guy, a real nigga.
Racing without a finish line, so I'm still losing. I know my siblings watching, that's why I gotta be on my best behavior. Can't let my choices be my brother's failure.
I wrote this song. He was telling me about something, that was going on at home. And when you come from that, it makes your mind wander sometimes. Like I'm from the hood, like a place that a lot of people don't come because of how violent it is. But I didn't let that affect me where I picked up a gun, and I feel like you don't have to, because a lot of my peers that I did grow up with, a lot of them are dead, a lot of them are caught up in the gang life and all that, and I just feel like it's unnecessary. If you have something that you want to do, keep doing that.
I'm not gonna do nothing bad in life. I'm just gonna keep doing good stuff, and hopefully he'll follow that, and don't try to get into any trouble and all like that.
One thing about life, everything is about choices. Regardless of what people want for you, you gotta know what you want for yourself.
Everywhere he went, I went. Shit, I was basically his hype man. Shit, I knew all his songs, so fuck it, why not be his hype man? Shit, I'm gonna get the crowd jumping. Shit, he the one who influenced me to rap. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be right here where I'm at right now. I probably wouldn't be in the studio recording shit. I shoot his videos for him. If you need help with that, if you need me to record him, I'm doing that for him. Whatever he need, I'm right here. He ain't gotta worry about shit.
You got some great shit. I'm telling you right now, you got some true hardcore shit. I love it. What I like about it is I can understand what the fuck you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? You're speaking something. Now when you do hip hop, what motivates you to come up with a song?
Honestly, I'm inspired off of whatever I'm going through at the moment, and it's just really finding the beat to match that emotion.
Right.
And really, that's how it come about.
Some niggas in here now, King. Don't
listen.
now.
Listen, it's for the culture. I want the spitters, man.
Crazy.
Oh man, yeah, that's a big fact.
Yo, add and then Pressure. What's up, Pressure? Let's get it.
Pressure out his drawers to meet in the store package. Blood on the drawer from this game, need more napkins. All you see is yellow tape and chalk jackets. 2 seasons.
These rookies are more. I already knew you was in the zone.
Oh, I was trying to see if your face was greasy. I don't like this. The production.
Only reason why, because it's gonna cut your head off, and because the room's a lot bigger than we would be able to do everything.
What we do right here. He said he going all the way right there.
Yes,
right?
sir. Behind the scenes. Shout out to my girl, brother Todd.
Log on.
Yeah, from Jersey to BK, you know what's going on.
And we going other places too. We going to San Jose, we going to the Fijis right there. We going to Miami, we going everywhere, New Orleans. Y'all going to meet us.
Worldwide. Baby.
Love us.
All you rappers look alive, nigga. That's the young boy. That nigga be shooting. Nigga named PressureOnline. Yeah, really, he be talking. Really, he be speaking. You hear me? And that nigga got that pressure. Word. Yeah.
While spending 3 weeks on bed rest, ironically, Pressure's hard drive that had all his unreleased music had been destroyed. He knew it was time to hit the reset button, and his comeback has to be stronger than it's ever been.
Bobby, what's going on right now, man?
Oh man, we just in the streets, man. Miami streets right now. Out here, man, a whole gang, white gang.
That's how you get transported around?
Oh, let me see.
Stay behind me, I got you. Let me see something. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh.
Nah. Yeah, I know you looking for a boyfriend. Tell me what you wanna do.
It's one of them type of records that, how you haven't seen somebody in a long time, and you come across them, and it's just like, damn, Shorty was alright back in school, but now we adults and shit. It's like, damn, you didn't came up, you didn't, got a little healthy there, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Girl, I had a thing for you since Motorola chirps. High school sweetheart.
Every guy, they whole persona is better than that guy. Like, nah, I got you. Like, don't worry about it. And, you know, that's pretty much like how Better Than Your Last came about. It was just talking about, like, you know, a shorty that I grew up with and, you know, pretty much like a high school sweetheart. And haven't seen her in a while. And then when I seen her, I was like, oh, shit, like, what's up? Like, you know, one of those, you know.
Girl, you got that thing can make her almost turn straight. Yeah, super soaker. And you got that wet like a leg. Do it big, so I gotta keep my faith.
Hey, girl, I knew you for a long time. I've been had my eyes on you. Yeah, heard you looking for a boyfriend. Tell me what you wanna do. Cause girl, I could do better than your last man, than your last nigga. Better than your last man, than your last nigga.
On the radio, you know what I'm saying? He getting the numbers. He getting people from these other countries that's listening to his track. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that make me happy, you feel me? Because it's like, yo, this is the same dude, like, who I was listening to at a cookout. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you dope. You know what I'm saying? And now to see, like, all this happening. And the one thing that's dope about you is you always remain the same. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never have to hit you and you be like, yo, who this? Oh, you at Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always remain Pressure. And I appreciate that about you, man, for real.
Took the razor. That's why they had to numb him.
Oh, yo.
They cut him and they took the surgical scissors and they dug the surgical scissors down in there. Then they clamped the surgical scissors with the tip of that tube. And you see where the 2 holes at? It's like 4 holes there. They pushed the scissors and the tube inside.
Most of his friends would say Pressure believes tears doesn't change much, so he tries his best to hold them in, not knowing that would eventually change with just a phone call.
When's the last time you cried, and why?
Last time I cried, where I remember, was at a past friend's funeral.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily because the individual passed away. It was because the terms we were on when they passed, and I didn't get a chance to apologize.
I ain't gonna speak to that person. I get to him when I get a chance or whatever. Blah, blah. I get over it, they'll get over it. But, you know, in this case, it just wasn't that.
That hit differently than, you know, the everyday I'm just mad about something.
Unresolved issue.
Definitely.
You know, it changed the mind frame of how I look at, like, you know, holding grudges, like, you know, because you just never know, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely found out the hard way. And, you know, and if you have the opportunity, you know, take it from me, like, you know, it ain't a great feeling, you know what I mean, when you can't, you know, apologize to somebody based off of something that, especially that you caused, or that you could have, you know, navigated into a better way or a better situation.
They say the darker the night, the brighter the stars. And healing has no time frame. It just all takes patience.
I think I speak for every guy with this record. It's really like, you know, as guys, you know, we live a fast life. You know, we a little more faster than the women sometimes, especially like the field that I'm in. And, you know, I just found myself making some decisions based upon ego, based upon being able to. And, you know, I made some decisions that I knew I was wrong. Just let me know you're ready. All right, rolling. Hey, babe, look, I got an idea, right? Let's play a little game.
Okay. What was that? You don't have hair.
You know, I never found myself in a vulnerable space. So I was just like, you know, I want to try something different and, you know, pretty much make a record like me being apologetic versus pointing the finger at her, you know.
Music from PressureOnline, I see you. Record's called Patient with Me.
You know, if you got a good woman at home, you know, the best thing you can do is just hold on to it and, you know, and pursue that, you know, make your lady happy, man. And, you know, don't fuck up back at home for something fast out there, you know what I'm saying? Like something on the side, like, you know, it's just, it ain't worth it. And, you know, I had to learn the hard way. You don't want to miss something when it's gone. So, you know, my whole thing was I just needed to apologize.
With me, baby, patient with me. Oh my God, oh my God. I just need you to be patient with me, baby, patient with me.
Yo, Pressure Online is in the building. Listen, Pressure, your wife is mad because you out here cheating on her. You kissing 3 girls.
Nah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Preach on.
Nah.
Yes, you are. Here you is.
It's your boy Nino, man. We live in Harlem, Rucker Park. It's a lot of shit going on. We putting the pressure on them. It's only right because I'm on PressureOnline.com. If you ain't know, get in tune and you gonna get pressed.
When you come from a place that the likelihood is low, you know what I mean, to be successful, whatever that means, quote unquote. Right. You know, the things that I've done over the time frame of me rapping and people I had in my corner, you know, it just made me believe that there's always a chance. You know what I mean? I never looked at the fact of like, you know, we don't have too many people to look up to, you know, coming from where I come from. So I use that as motivation, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, just like everybody else, family, you know, when you got people that's effed up in the streets and around you, it's kind of like, damn, like, you know, we don't have to be here. We just here because we scared of change.
Crab in the bucket isn't I'm gonna pull you down. The crab in the bucket is I'm not gonna show you love the way you need it.
It kind of went over my head the first time that he said it directly in front of me. I went back and listened. You know, a lot of times people will see what you're doing and it could be completely positive and they're not gonna support it, not because they don't like what you're doing. I guess it's because sometimes they're not a part of the process. It just ain't no love in this shit, man. Ain't no love in the streets. And then you gotta know how to distinguish what's real and what's not.
I kind of felt everything that he was saying in the song.
Like, people need you. They call you, and it's like they got an alarm clock set. When it come time for when you need them in return, yo, I couldn't make it. Yo, such and such, blah, blah. Know what I mean? Like, people just shitted on me, like, in the process of, like, while I was helping them.
It's not too many people that are, you know, that'll stay with you through thick and thin. Like, no matter if you fuck up, like, they gonna always be right there by your side. They gonna rock with you through whatever. Like, there's not a lot of niggas that do shit like that for you, so.
Can't get caught up in your feelings, you know, you just gotta keep moving forward. Like, that can't stop you, it shouldn't break you down. It should just teach you, like, you know, people gonna be who they are. If you do something out the kindness of your heart, you shouldn't expect nothing in return. If you set yourself up to expect something in return, then you're gonna be disappointed. But when you don't have expectations, you're good.
If it gotta be me, myself, and I, the fucking ministry hustling. Yeah, ain't no love, ain't no love, ain't no love.
Pressure Online, man. You got nigga. I like that shit, man. Keep going, baby.
I ain't gonna hold you. Fresh. You was talking your shit, bro. That nigga came on and went off. My nigga, look, niggas is setting that bar. Fresh went dumb. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga went dumb.
I mean, you know what I mean? All the other extra politics from your town. How did you survive that? Because even though you say you're not in the streets, but you still got to, you know, walk around that, be around those dudes. You making music. People want to compete. You know what I mean? Have they extra comments. Like, how do you really survive through that? You know what I mean?
For me, the way that I survived was simply not necessarily claiming anything, you know what I mean, on the come up, as far as like making myself sectioned off as if like I'm this artist from this area. I just represented the city in a whole, and I pretty much never gave anybody the wrong energy. So when you kind of come a certain way, majority of the time I was traveling by myself. So people always knew I was about my business though, man. I started that early, man. I never made no one feel like it was a block thing.
Right.
Hold up, for that. This fresh out the trunk. Oh wait, let me see what size this is for you. Let me see.
That's what we do, man.
These 32. You fit 32?
I 32.
32.
I'm 32. These 32 too. Coochie. These coochie. He get coochie.
Nah, man. For real. I want you. I ain't gotta worry about buying with it. Yo, thank you. I want to make sure you're good. Yo, hey, man. I bet it don't come in the back. Thank you, man.
Much
you know
love,
what?
That's love, man.
Boy, you know I do it for the hood, though. Fuck all the rap shit, though. There's people out here that starving for real, man. For real.
Started with a dream of luxury so supreme. Cups full of pennies, multi-million-dollar schemes. Tears down my face, watch my peers turn to fiends. Get between that, don't let that sit in between.
I was just writing the record. I think I wrote that record without the beat at first. I'm just writing. And, you know, just seeing, like, people that I grew up with that, like, damn near homeless now. Or, like,
they didn't have so many kids. They just like fucked up in the system, like to keep it real. And growing up and you see that shit kind of like fuck with your mind a little bit, especially like when, you know, we grew up together, same playground, same school, everything, and they labeled as like, you know, hard time convicted felons. Like, you know, that shit kind of like bother you because you like, damn, like, you know, sometimes you don't even see it coming. It's like, you know, we just deal with an unbalanced system. It's pretty messed up, you know, you think about it, but, you know, it's just life though, you know, that's what the whole record is about. It's just life.
Yeah, give me energy, yeah. I live for you, you live for me. Never thought you go, I guess this life ain't what it seems. Had my eyes closed, I swear I thought it was a dream. But this is real life and can't nobody else repeat.
Only one out here is your LIFE. Y'all feel me on that one? Yeah. I see we got some ladies here, man. Can I do something for the ladies real quick? Yeah. Look. I can tell you living in fear. It's obvious you're not comfortable with the length of your hair. Wearing clothes that expose most of the features you share. Always there for those who ain't never show how they care. Yeah, I know you're tight. So you just want a man to hold you tight and be your rider like a motorbike. Tuck you in when you cold at night. And you ain't gotta tell me if I'm wrong, cause I know I'm right.
Look, the thought of being lonely really hurts. I bet guys tell you lies to slide up in your skirt. This record obvious is about this girl that I met over time, and I didn't know that like her self-esteem was like so low. Like, you know, her confidence just was like in the basement. Not sure what she been through in life, but you know, I could tell that something was wrong. She like looked for approval so hard, and I didn't understand it because I'm looking at her like, you know, on the outside, like you're beautiful, but you know, I guess she didn't feel that within herself, and you know, it kind of like sparked something in me to like just look at it like, damn, like this is what women going through. Like, you know, you be watching these reality shows and you see all these models, these IG models, and you know, you believe this is what women should look like, you know, and it's depressing to women nowadays, and people don't speak on that, you know. Like, I've really seen it firsthand that some people are really not comfortable with themselves. Like, they live to like please other people, like visually, like, and to me, I just thought that was crazy. So I was in the studio one day and I just came across this record, and I was just like, oh man, like I gotta speak on this because no one's speaking on it. Like, you know, women always feel like, you know, guys want this slim chick, big booty, you know what I mean? Like, this is the way the image is painted, but it's like, you know, for some guys, like, you know, we love you as you are, and when you come across people that you can see are not comfortable, like, it just shows how damaged they are. And I was just like, damn, like, I gotta speak on this. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna just let this, you know, go out the window. So came up with this record called Obvious, and you know, it's just really like, it was obvious that you've been hurt before. What happened? Oh, behind the scenes. Oh.
Yeah, Chicken and Slamming. Shout out to Ibn.
Yes, sir.
My makeup all beat up.
He over here ain't holding no camera. He holding the
You just got me digging in these chicken wings right now, bro.
Straight up.
I'm trying to get every piece of meat off this bone right now.
Whoa, you say pause. Say pause, dude. Say fucking pause. Then you say it again.
My mom will understand when I'm trying to get every piece of meat off the chicken bone.
Well, he said it again.
Walk in, take 3, action.
You in her face with it, you saying what you saying, and she looking at you like, fuck is you doing? Like, why you putting your hand in my face like it's not that serious? And that's what makes up push
let me get go-to lines real quick, because I think that's where we get messed up, because we don't know what to argue about.
It's like, I don't do anything around here. Damn, I smile.
You know that?
Keep mushing me.
Fuck, I slapped it too fast.
You like you're smiling, my bad. I see all teeth.
I want me. Stop fucking playing with me. Don't ever walk away from me. I work too fucking hard for you to walk away from me like that. You understand?
I got beat up because I didn't do dishes, and I just
I
was
apologize for that.
abused, and I was just trying to look good for my man, and he just, he was fed up, and I just was defenseless. I couldn't really do much, so I was crying, really sad, really emotional. Domestic violence is not a joke. But all in all, we have fun on set. It's all fun and games, but on a serious note, go get help. Call 911. Don't put up with nothing, ladies. Stick up for yourself. Self-love.
I felt like I was sitting in her seat. I felt like I was sitting in your therapy session. Because for you to touch my life, and I tell you, please don't ever let nobody stop y'all. Ew, that song. If it ain't no songs, I couldn't even get through the first part. Like I couldn't even get through it because of the tears. I love you and thank you for everything. Thank you for videos like this. It's just like, I'm so proud of you.
With fear, a lot of people deal with that in a sense of, you could fear to be successful, you could fear to fail, you could fear to not be financially stable. I just feel like fear overall is something that, we all have internally, whether we know it or not.
And not a lot of people talk about it.
Definitely not, nah.
So let's get into what really happened to cause that fear. March 29th, what is that all about? Let us know what happened.
Pretty much, I just felt like this weird, pause in my chest, but everything kind of felt a little, loose.
And I had got this phone call from Darryl. And he said, Grandma, what are you doing? I said, about to go out. I said, what's the matter? He said, my chest is hurting.
And I was telling her, the symptoms and the things that I was feeling. And in my head, I'm like, I'm just going to lay down. I'm just going to relax.
I said, well, Darryl, whatever you do, don't go to sleep.
My grandmother scared me. She told me don't go to sleep.
I said, no, don't go to sleep. Go to the hospital.
I remember Darryl coming in with the kids from school. He picked them up from school. And as we were sitting at the kitchen table, I recall him saying that, his chest was hurting. Every time when he would breathe, he would, feel a lot of pain. And I'm like, pain? Like, what's going on? Was it something you ate? Do you have gas or, something like that? He was like, I don't know. I don't feel well. So I advised him that, you know what, you need to go to the emergency room and go get yourself checked out and just make sure that everything was okay.
I go to the hospital, and Taylor had went with me to the hospital. And pretty much I got there, they ran some tests, didn't see nothing. That's the interesting part.
The usual, man, that's crazy.
They didn't see nothing from the x-ray, EKG. They eventually did an ultrasound. I'm laughing about it because I'm like, man, that's for a pregnant woman. And when you're in the hospital for, the ER for 2-3 hours, you start feeling good after a while.
Yeah.
So I was ready to leave.
Because you're ready to go home.
And they, the lady had asked for one more test. The nurse, I don't know her name, but I wish I did so I could thank her. She had me do one more test. And I was just getting impatient, ready to leave, and my cousin Taylor took my keys from me. If it wasn't for her, I definitely would have left.
And a few hours after that, I get a phone call from Taylor, and Taylor said, hey, Netta, they admitting your son. His lungs collapsed. I said, what? At that moment, I dropped the phone, and I said, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta get to the hospital.
They pretty much told me, yo, look, you gotta stay here. We want to keep you. So we might gotta do some surgery. And I was like, what? And they was talking about an urgent, emergency surgery.
I walked to the back, and I see my son laying on a gurney. And with tears filled in my eyes, I just couldn't understand exactly what was going on, what was happening with him.
I had to pretty much go through with the operation, and could have been a life or death situation.
Upon doing the emergency surgery, the doctors came over. They had to place a tube in his right lung to drain the fluid immediately. At that time, my camera was rolling. I'm snapping pictures. I'm having video. I'm like, you know what? I need to know every detail of what's going on with my child, because this is the first time he's ever been hospitalized. And, you know, for a person who is in good health, you're not understanding as to why and what caused this to happen.
It was shocking that I seen Darryl laying up in the hospital. He said, "Hi, Grandma." I said, "How you feeling?" He said, "I'm feeling okay. It's over now." He said, "I'm in a little pain. I'm a little sore, but I'm okay." I said, "That's good. God is good." I said, "You'll be home soon now." And he said, "You think so?" I said, "Yes, you'll be home, Darryl. Just have faith." He said, "Okay, thank you so much, Grandma, for coming." I said, "You're welcome."
Be careful, especially in the next few weeks, okay? And more success to your career.
Yes, thank you. Keep this. Sanford? How you doing? All right.
Oh, you like Beyonce?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah? You like Beyonce?
Of course. Who doesn't like Beyonce?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
you like to twerk? Huh? What do you do?
I don't know how to twerk, but I like her.
Though Fear was released at the beginning stages of the pandemic, with his loyal fan base around the world, he was able to accumulate over 500,000 streams within a year independently. 3 radio singles, 65% of this album has music videos, dozens of news articles covered his story, and he received a plaque for the first 100,000 streams made from Spotify alone. This just shows hard work overshadows talent any day.
Yeah, man, and I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but, you know, that was a touching situation where you almost didn't make it, and you still, now you here, and you living your life, and you going harder than ever, man. What was that experience like, and what did that mean to your career? Did they have a second chance to kind of go at it and pursue your dream?
Well, it meant a lot to me to, just, get up off that hospital bed, simply because as humans, sometimes, for most of us, we have procrastination issues. We always feel like, something will be there. And, you take a lot of things for granted. So sometimes it takes things to happen, unfortunately, and it usually helps you get on your feet, to realizing like, time is against your back. Life is a sand clock. Once that clock flips, it's going to continue, whether you're on point or not. You always got to be ready, man. You got to be ready to change and to add on. Do your best while you're here.
Nice. I love it.
Well, we appreciate you as far as the DJ. Shout out to Wallah. Even myself, want to say thank you for what, holding us down when we need you. You got a lot of things going on. Tell them your Instagram, how they can follow you, get in tune with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at PressureOnline, Twitter at PressureOnline _. You can Google PressureOnline. Just pull it up.
And we're not going to wait till July for the next big thing.
Nah, of course not.
So keep doing what you do. Make sure you follow them. Get in tune with everything. It's the new movement. We out.
Or you can do that too.
You just want to play some records?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can play it in there.
Congratulations too. Oh, man, this is dope, man, compared to the last spot.
Bad little mommy from the jet, she my slim tank. Call me baby boy, feel like Jody, bitch, we're playing rank. If you ever take your love away, I go insane. When we connected, call us Twin flames, for sure. Twin flame. She my twin flame. The way we first clicked when we met, that shit was mad. What they said, we know we perfect for
The concept is hard, like the concept of the record.
She said, Babylon, 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 Babylon.
You can do the twin flame video. That's gonna be some cute shit, like you know what I'm saying, like cute for the bitches, like, and it's good. You know, it might stream because it's two different records. It's not even like you competing with. It's like you can drop them both on some like. Here's a party joint and here's some like chill shit, like you know what I'm saying, on some. You got records. You just said you got 3 albums. Like, fuck you holding on to them. Drop the shit. Like,
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I think.
And then once you put them out, then you can feel like, okay, what's connecting the most? What's getting the most engagement? What are people fucking with? All right, so Fuego is getting more. I'm gonna put some bread behind that and do more marketing on that.
Right.
But at least it's still out there. Like, it's new music. I don't think it hurts when you do that. Like.
I had did a Dolce Lounge joint. I'm just like, yo, it's been 10 years already.
Yeah,
just about.
Put in work, you know what I'm saying? I put in work, bro.
Ha! Sheesh! Feeling on fuego. I'm burning up. Bitch, I'm on fire. How's life going? Sweet as a mango. Front line, I be out there all day though. Make them follow like Diego. They gon' go if I say so. Mama said, knock 'em out. LL with the Kango. Talking moolah, then you talking my lingo. Don't play with the